love you with all that I am. I will never leave you orphan. I love you for all of my life. I will keep you in my heart. I will do everything for you to come back home, enduring everything for you to come along. I will leave everything just to be with you, for you and I will stay in our Father's home. We'll be together in our Father's home.
My dear friends, today we celebrate the 24th Sunday of the Ordinary Season, wherein we find Jesus is admired by everybody, both believers and non-believers. Even atheists admire Jesus. We have Ken Schahel, the founder and president of an atheist group, who says, I have great respect for the teaching of Jesus, who was exemplified by his Sermon on the Mount. We have Napoleon Bonaparte, who says, between Jesus and whoever in the world, there is no possible term of comparison. Jesus is the ultimate. And again, we have Everest Renan, a historian and a non-believer, who says all history is incomprehensible without Christ. Who is Jesus? Who is so admired not only by his followers but also by his enemies? In today's gospel, this is the question. Jesus turned to his disciples and asked, who do people say I am? Of course, some said he was John the Baptist, others Elijah, or one of the prophets. These are false professions about Jesus. Jesus is not just a great man. He is just not John the Baptist risen from the dead. He is not Elijah who has returned to prepare the way of the Messiah. He is not just a great righteous person martyred for a good cause. He is the Messiah of God, the one who by his death atones all our sins. And this is the truth. And Peter rightly confesses. The place of Caesarea Philippi, where Peter confessed that Jesus is the Christ, is very significant. It's a city with rich religious history. During the time of Jesus, the people eagerly waited for the promised Messiah to liberate them from the yoke of the Roman rule. This idea of the Messiah was colored with a political and military shade. They never imagined that Messiah would be a suffering Messiah who would redeem not from the Romans' yoke but from their sins. My dear friends, after eliciting the great confessions from Peter, Jesus began to teach the disciples that the Messiah was not a man's Messiah, but God's Messiah, who would be killed, who would be raised again from the dead. God's plan for loving the world was done, not by conquering Messiah, but by a suffering Messiah. We need to understand this truth. Let us always remember to witness this suffering Messiah, who is everything for us in our life, who gave up his life to atone for our sins. Therefore, we need to be witness to this suffering Messiah in today's world.
I love you with all that I am. I will never leave you orphan. I love you for all of my life. I will keep you in my heart. I will do everything for you to come back home, enduring everything for you to come along.